Hey, want me to let you in on a little secret? Well, first I'm going to ask you a question. Why, you ever wonder, every time someone talks about leaving America, someone jumps in and they might say, well, why would you leave? America is the best country in the world. I mean, it's just the best. Well, but the truth is, most of them have never seen anything outside of it. And here's a secret that they don't want you to know. Life outside of America, well, it isn't what they show you on TV. Okay, it's not poverty, chaos, or danger. It's peace, it's community, it's freedom, the kind you actually can feel. They don't want you to see that because, well, if you did, you start asking questions about why you're still struggling in the richest country on earth. So stick around because today I'm exposing exactly why life in America might be the best kept secret on your timeline. So I'll break this down in starting this way. Um, we've got an illusion going on, the best country in the world. So for decades, Americans have been told one story. Okay, this is a land of opportunity, right? But opportunity for who? You know, we're told to chase degrees and debt and dreams that keep you moving further away. We work 50 hours a week just to exist. Okay, we measure success by how tired we are, how many bills we pay, how busy we look. Meanwhile, people in other countries are living with stress, less debt, and more happiness. But that's not what the system wants you to see. Because if you realize you could have a better life somewhere else, you'd stop playing their game. hmm So let's look at what they don't show you. You ever notice that whenever you bring up another country, it's always something. It's always something negative about the other country. Okay, if it's Africa, they show someone starving. If it's Asia, they show how chaotic it is. If it's, Latin America, it's dangerous and they've got drug cartel, right? But they never show you the truth. It's kids playing safely outside and neighbors grinning you by name and families eating together without phones, people smiling with nothing designer on. Okay, they don't show you the calm, the simplicity, the humanity. Because if you saw that, you'd realize the third world isn't behind; it's ahead in all the ways that actually matter. Now, I'm not saying that everything abroad is, rose-colored glasses, but here's the thing. It's still not what they're trying to get you to believe. Okay? And when you start understanding, I've been to 35 different countries, and consistently when I travel to these different countries, all these blind spots that I had before gets removed, and I started to say, man, like, why did I initially think a certain way about this country? And I've just consistently have been just shocked at how things are, the reality based on these preconceived notions that were planted in my head. And that's really important. So, next thing we're going to look at is the money trap. So, in America, everything is a subscription: your car, your home, your happiness. Okay, you pay for your safety, you pay for your community, you pay for peace of mind. You even pay to take time off from the job that's stealing your life. And the wild part, you can move abroad and cut your living costs in half and double your peace of mind. So imagine paying $300 for rent instead of 2,000, walking instead of sitting in traffic 2 hours a day, actually hearing birds in the morning instead of sirens. That's not fantasy. That's life abroad for millions of people right now. But they'll never show you that on CNN. In CNN, there's always some war going on, right? Some poverty war. You got the fear machine. Why don't they show it? Why don't they show that other side? It's simple, because fear sells and fear keeps you compliant. Don't leave. It's dangerous. Don't go there. It's not developed. Don't trust them. They're different. But here's the truth. Once you step outside that fear bubble, you realize the world isn't as scary as they told you. You realize people are kind, life is slower, and peace is priceless. And let's look at what life feels like outside of America. Well, let me paint you a picture. You wake up, it's sunlight, not to an alarm clock. You hear kids laughing outside, not sirens. You walk to the market and the lady selling fruit remembers your name. You feel seen, you feel human. You finally have time, okay? Time to breathe, time to think, time to live. That's what they don't want you to experience. Because once you taste real peace, you'll never settle for surviving again. Okay, here's the real talk. You were never meant just to work, pay bills, and die in the system that tells you you're free, but charges you for everything. The world is wide. And there's a version of you, peaceful, fulfilled, alive, waiting for outside your comfort zone. So if you're thinking about moving abroad, and don't let fear stop you. Let curiosity lead you, because they don't want you to see how good life is outside of America. But I do. All right. This is Expat D, here to show you what life is really like there. All right. So if you want to see more content like this and know more about what life is like abroad, let me know in the comment section. All right, this is Expat D. I'm going to sign off for here. Thanks a lot for joining me. Peace and I'm out.